Hello there, this is Sherry. It is Tuesday, July 10. We are heading into eclipse season, so many people are feeling a lot of icky stuff being stirred up. And when I say icky stuff, it's as though patterns that you thought were gone, or like dark thoughts, or weird emotions, or like horrible feelings are actually being stirred up to the surface. And it's almost as though part of you is like, oh, I thought I dealt with this already. And so, if that's the case, then know that there's just a little bit of stuff that, like dust bunnies in the corner that are coming up, but they're actually really loud and kind of obnoxious thoughts for a lot of people because it's important for you to see them and release them now. And so, when we go into eclipse season, there's 2 of them in July and 1 in August. Usually, there's only 2 eclipses in a row. This is a little bit bigger because there's 3 in a row. And what eclipse season is the light hiding the dark, or the dark hiding the light, depending on if it's like a solar eclipse or a lunar eclipse. And what that means is the dark and the light are actually lining up because the sun and the moon are lining up one in front of each other. And it's about unity and wholeness. It's about us actually seeing the dark parts within us as being a part of us, and us being whole and complete. Whether the dark or the light is actually what is coming to the forefront in any given moment. So allow yourself to be okay with having dark parts within you, because the dark and the light is part of who we are. So on that note, be gentle with yourself, and let's go into the cards. So I pulled 3 cards for you yesterday. If you pulled card number 1, the card was the Reach Out card, but it came up in reverse. And what that makes me think is it's time for you to actually reach within yourself rather than going outside of yourself for your answers and for your responses. So if you usually have a tendency, hi there, pop on and say hello when you come on. The number 1 card today was the Reach Out card in reverse, and what that is saying is that if you have the tendency to actually go outside of yourself and look for answers or look for guidance, then it's really time for you to connect into your own guidance within yourself. And one of the things I want to mention about that is this is a number 3 card, and number 3 cards are about having the confidence and the personal power and that place within you that is confident and trusts the answers that you get. How do you trust the answers that you get? How do you get answers? So if you are using a pendulum, or your body as a pendulum, your pendulum will give you yes, no, or maybe answers. And if you are not setting intention of where those messages are coming from, then you logically and consciously are asking the question, but subconsciously you are getting the response unless you're intending the responses to come from your higher self or a greater place with above you. Above you meaning around you, not necessarily above you, because all dimensions are actually like condensed into one, even though we think of higher dimensions as being higher above us. It just makes more sense from our logic. But if you're not setting the intention to get your guidance from your highest self, then a lot of times your subconscious is going to kick in. And the issue with that is that your subconscious mind was programmed or created based on you when you were between the ages of 2 and 7. So that means that the 2 to 7-year-old within you is answering your responses unless you're setting the intention to get the responses from your spirit team or from your higher self. So that means when you are reaching within for your answers, make sure that you are setting the intention just by simply saying, the guidance coming to me is from my highest and greatest good, from my highest self and my spirit team. That's all you need to think or say, and then you're going to be able to get the messages from that place. It is your subconscious self who relays those messages from your spirit team and from your higher self through your body, and gives you the yes or no responses, and that's how your pendulum actually moves. So logically, you're asking the questions. Subconsciously, the programming is being done through the pendulum in order to give you the yes/no response, but you want to set the intention that your guidance, what you are reaching within from, so the number 1 card was reaching out. What you are reaching within is the guidance from your highest self, for your greatest and highest good, for the greatest and highest good of all. Otherwise, some of the information and responses that you get might be kind of wonky, and they might be kind of weird, because literally your subconscious mind was created when you were between the ages of 2 and 7, and life has changed, I'm sure, quite a bit since then. So allow yourself to get your higher guidance from within you, from from your highest self and from your spirit team. If you picked the number 2 card today, the number 2 card was Master. And this is a 1 and a 5, so it's a 15 card. Basically, this is telling you that you want to trust your heart and sort of disconnect your heart and your head. So if your head is usually logically giving you all the responses, you don't want to disconnect your head and your heart really, but you do want to make sure that your responses and your masterful creations are coming from your heart based. Because you are creating your own reality. You are the master of your own life. You are the master of all of your creations. You want to do that from a really heart-centered place, connecting in with this really, because you really want that heart-centered place to be for your highest and greatest good, for your highest self, in alignment with what you chose to do here on the planet and what you're still choosing to do here because you have free will, even though you set up some, master plan of what you wanted to accomplish or do here. You don't need to follow that. You can follow your heart now if your heart is in a different place than, hi Will, good to see you. If your heart is in a different place than what you originally intended. So the number 2 card today is literally about stepping into your own independence and allowing yourself to transform. And that 6th place is doing it from, because the 1 and the 5 added together is a 6. You're literally the master of your own creation, and you're using your heart space to allow yourself to create those nurturing things that you want to bring for yourself forward and what you want to share with the world. So allow your heart to make the decisions for you. If you chose the number 3 card today, the number 3 card came in reverse as well, and this was the challenging times card. Now, the excellent thing about this one coming in a reverse is that it's a number 5 card about transformations, but it came in reverse, which makes me think that the challenging times are behind you. Now, the draw to this is that you need to leave the challenging times behind you rather than keep going back in your memories to all the things that were challenging. Because with the law of attraction, the more that you go back and connect with things that were from your past, the more you're going to bring the past around in a circle like a merry-go-round back into the present. So if challenging times are coming in reverse for you, if you pick the number 3 card, you want to follow your heart. You want to do what's for your own place of self-love and self-serving and self-worth and self-confidence. And you literally want to leave those challenging memories in the past. And those challenging memories and those experiences that happened are for your greatest good. And what you want to do is take the wisdom from those things and carry the wisdom forward, but leave the challenges of them behind. So step into a place of your personal confidence. Step into a place of your personal power. Step into a place of being the master of your own reality and doing that from your heart space. And literally, if you have been asking the whole world for responses and for please fix me or please help me or please guide me, the answers are all within you. So literally all you need to do is connect in to your higher self, set the intention that you have all the answers already, and allow them to come through. Trust that you have them. Trust that you can follow through. And if they don't feel right, then the guidance that's coming through, you don't have to take it. So pay attention and literally be masterful with the guidance that's coming with you, because if the guidance that's coming to you and for you is not in alignment with what you want to create from your own heart place, not what other people want for you, not what you think society wants for you, not what you think would help everyone else, but literally what is the greatest and highest good for you, which will be the greatest and highest good for everyone else. So step into that place, allow the challenging times to be gone, keep the wisdom from those, and move into the place of guiding yourself through yourself from your heart. If you have any comments or questions, let me know. I am doing live tarot readings this Thursday in Langford, British Columbia at spiritedgifts.ca. If you are local to Victoria, then pop by and see us at Spirited Gifts. And I am also doing some workshops at Spirited Gifts starting this Saturday, 2 workshops a day this Saturday, and then the following Saturdays and Sundays for a couple of weeks, I'll be doing 2 on Saturday and 2 on Sunday. These are live 2-hour workshops. You do need to purchase them in advance. So if you want any information for those, you can find the information at spiritedgifts.ca. And I'd be really thrilled to see some of you in person. So let me know if that is something that you'd be interested in or if you want more information. I do Akashic Record work, which I think most of you know. And I also do some separate energy work where they kind of are intertwined, but the Akashic Record work is more deeper healing. And the energy work, I sort of teach you how to heal yourself. And when you get to sort of blocks and restrictions on that you can't seem to get through, then the Akashic Record work sort of helps dig things out of the past and bring the wisdom forward for you, and then you can move forward on your own again. So let me know if you're interested in any of that work as well. I also do card readings for people if you're looking for something that's more personal for yourself. So some of my services you can find at yltcoaching.com. So again, have a beautiful day. The number 1 card was reaching within and having the confidence to bring that information from your highest self. So setting the intention of where the information that you're calling in is coming from. The number 2 card was master, being the master of your own reality and really trusting your heart and what it is that is for your highest and greatest good. And the number 3 card today was the challenging times in reverse, and allowing the challenging times to be gone by stopping the memories of calling those back in and allowing the wisdom to come forward so that you can move forward with the wisdom into more fulfilling times for you. So that is your wisdom for today. I hope you have a beautiful, fantastic day. If you have any comments or questions, then just let me know. You can leave them below or you can private message me. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.